Pause.
How's it guys? Chris here from Cowboy Rugby. Wanted to give a few thoughts on the past two games that the Springboks have had against Scotland and against England. So I don't know if it's fatigue or what, but definitely not the Springboks' greatest games. They're looking a little bit tired, not defending the rucks as much as they should have been, and there were quite a few, if you'll take a look here, there are quite a few balls lost at the lineouts, and that's usually a key weapon of the Springboks. As I've said before, they like to win a penalty at the scrum, kick for touch, drive it up and score a try or get another penalty, get the 3 points, wash, rinse, repeat, and do it again. And without that ball at the lineouts, they weren't looking as fluid. Looking a little bit jaded, still some nice play coming off, but I think Freddie Stewart definitely had the lion's share of the possession in the air. He was pretty much untouchable, and at the moment must be one of the best high ball exponents in rugby in the entire world. He just took everything cleanly and was actually awesome to watch. Even from a Springbok supporter point of view, hard to fault him. He was one of my men of the match, and yeah, I think England definitely need to bring him back in some capacity, even if they play him on the wing and play Furbank at fullback. Looking at the Boks, a lot of room for improvement, but on the other hand, they played terribly, it's got to be said, played far below their normal standard in both games, but still found a way to win, and to win quite comfortably. From the England supporter point of view, I think they're building nicely, a lot of aggression in the tackle and at the rucks. Scrum was vastly improved. Will Stewart's definitely coming along there, so there's some good news, reason to smile for England fans. And their backline was running the ball nicely. I was really impressed by the way Marcus Smith used cross kicks and long cut-out passes to get around the Springboks' rush defence. They just play the ball a little bit deeper behind the line, and when the Boks rushed up, use that long cut-out pass to the wing or a little cross kick or grub it through. So Marcus Smith had probably his best game in an English jersey and varied the attack really nicely. So despite 3 losses on the trot to New Zealand, Australia and the Springboks, I think there's a lot of reason for England fans to smile. They're building something good there, and with Underhill back in the team, they really dominated the breakdown. If we look at it from the Springboks point of view, there's a bit of balance lacking in the loose trio. You've got 3 ball carriers. None of them is really an out-and-out fetcher like Marco van Staden or Kwagga Smith or Richie McCaw, George Smith, whoever you want. So what I'd actually like to see the Boks doing, and I saw them doing it for the Sharks, which I thought was a really good idea, you move Khaleesi back to 8 man. I'd like the Boks to try that. He's playing more like RD Sevilla anyway. He runs in the wider channels, great link between the forwards and the backs, good hands, and he's often there to give that final pass in the back line to put a winger away. So I think that's something, I don't know if Rassie's going to look at it, but it seems just too much of a coincidence that he was asked to play 8th man for the Sharks. So I'm hoping we'll see something like that coming up for the Springboks. That would allow you to put Marco van Staden in on the flank there, and you just have more balance. You'd have a ball carrier in Khaleesi and a link. You'd have a big basher and crasher in Peter Steph du Toit, who's just going to tackle all day. And then you'd have somebody playing to the ball in Marco van Staden. And the reason I'd like that fetch in is not just to turn over opposition ball, but to actually secure the Springboks ball, get there a lot faster, and just keep things tidy. There were a lot of disruptions for the Boks at the breakdown. They gave away a lot of turnovers, and they also had slow ball, even when they did win their own ball. It was slow coming back, which gives the opposition time to reorganize. There was a noticeable shift in momentum when Grant Williams came on and Kwagga and them were there, playing a lot faster. I think he might become the Springboks starting scrum half. He sort of fits that Tony Ball, I think they're calling it now, Tony Brown style of play, where he's just a lot faster to the breakdown. He's a triple threat. He can kick, he can run, he can pass, and with his acceleration, he's going to keep defenses honest. So would definitely like to see more of him starting, and I'd like to see a fetcher coming in for the Springboks. One more game to go, and if they get through this undefeated end of season tour, which would be fantastic, but they've still got to get through that final hurdle. I think we may see a few of the French players, Esterhazy, maybe Johan Grobler, maybe Thomas du Toit again, coming back into the side and getting a bit more game time with Rassie looking to build depth. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and as usual, please hit like and subscribe. Thanks guys, cheers.